What's going on, guys? Marc Guberti here. In this video, I'm going to talk about my journey to reaching 5,000 YouTube subscribers, some lessons you can learn as well to help you grow your YouTube channel. One of the things that worked really well for me was asking people at the beginning of the video to subscribe if they wanted more content like this. So I'm going to stick with tradition and invite anyone who isn't subscribed yet to subscribe, and also make sure you smash the like button if you guys enjoyed this video. So when it comes to getting 5,000 YouTube subscribers or any subscriber milestone, you have to have a shift in your mindset. Mindset is really important here because you can read all the articles, you can watch the videos and know how to do it, but you need the shift in your mindset. So when I really started to grow the YouTube channel, it was because I focused in on it. YouTube all of a sudden became my top priority because of the long-term potential of the platform. So similarly, you have to be doing something for your YouTube every single day, whether you're creating a video on one day, you're doing a lot of extra promotion on the other day, and you're commenting, that's another option, but make sure you're doing something for your YouTube channel every single day. The reason I fell off on YouTube a few years back, and I'd have this like on and off roller coaster before I really stuck with the platform, that was because I'd have some weeks where I'd be really intense, but I wasn't doing something for YouTube every day, and that resulted in me falling off. So just make sure you're doing something for YouTube every day. And on the thought of every day, there is this thought of some people, well, let's create daily content. And I did this for a while, and it actually did help me get to 5,000 YouTube subscribers. The idea with daily content is that the more content you have, the more potential search terms you have, which gives people more chances to find you, and it gives you more things to promote to your audience. This is actually a really great strategy in the short term just to get some growth. The only thing I noticed on my end is I'd feel a little rushed, I'd feel a little stressed, and sometimes the videos, in my opinion, wouldn't come out as good versus if I just had more time to really plan things out and talk them out in the pre-record stage. So I don't do too much editing on my videos anyway, but I do feel like daily content, it's certainly helped me grow, but I'm at the phase now where I'd rather do 3 videos each week. And there is this consistency idea where you want to upload at a certain time, certain day a week. But to me, I was not consistent in the sense where it wasn't a set time where I'd upload every day. There was always a range. I'd always want to upload at something close to 3 p.m. Eastern. And since then, I've shifted it more towards the morning because the data is going to change. And pretty much when I was uploading at 3 p.m. Eastern, sometime around there, it could be 30 minutes earlier or later, that at the time was great time for me to upload. But now that I look more into my data, I realize that, oh, I need to upload more towards the morning, and weekends don't make as much sense for me to upload a video because you put a lot of effort into a video, and weekends for me are just a time where there's not as many people on YouTube. So regardless of what your stats say, daily videos will help you grow your channel. But when you want that long-term growth, that's where you got to spend a little bit of an extra time on each video. You go to 3 videos a week. And another big piece of this is the promotion side. So when I'm doing daily videos, yes, I'm able to promote them. And I have this whole checklist of different places I go. I go to my email list, my Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, a bunch of Facebook groups, and I promote my video on all those places. Now, that's great to see some growth, but if you want the long-term growth, and again, daily videos, if you can do them, it is a great strategy. But long-term, you are going to want to do the maybe 2 to 3 videos a week that just have more of a chance to grow. And when you do fewer videos, you have more time to promote them. So now I'm able to get a consistent 100+ views per video because I spend more time on each one. I'd have some videos that maybe they only get 50 views, or maybe they just get some traction and they die off shortly after. That's because I'd only have that 1 day window to promote new videos, because I'd already be moving on to the next one. One thing that's recently helped me, if you have an email list, email your audience, but then email your unopens the following day. That has actually helped me get a big increase in YouTube views. And it's also something that can be really helpful for triggering the algorithm to get even more engagement as well. Now, there was a point in my YouTube journey where I did feel a little stuck. This is in particular when I'm trying to take YouTube seriously again. I'm probably at around 3,000 subscribers at this point, and I did make the decision to invest in myself. Now, not everyone has to really invest in something like a coach or a training course. I chose to invest in a coach. It was a $1,000 investment, and it really did set me up for success on YouTube. I am throwing a link to my coach's training course, which really takes a deep dive into YouTube for anyone who is interested. That link, again, will be in the description of this video. So the other thing that really helped me, and this is what I got from the coaching sessions, was to not just put out content because you think it might resonate with your audience, but to also do a lot of research to figure out what content ideas are going to work the most. So before I do any video now, I will use vidIQ to get an idea of how that keyword is performing. Because if you create a great video on a topic that isn't popular, it doesn't really increase your odds of gaining traction on the algorithm. You want to create videos on topics that you can cover, that you're an expert on, and all that good stuff, but also topics that people are actively searching for them, and ideally there's not as much competition. If you go for a high competition keyword, then it's going to be a lot harder to stand out. But you can go for the low hanging fruit keywords. And I like something in vidIQ that gives you a score of 60 or above, because it gives the idea that people are searching for this, but there's not as much competition yet. And it makes it easier to establish yourself in those spaces. And get creative with the different keywords that you put in. Put in as many different ones as possible that are related to your industry, so you have a better idea of what type of videos to create, and then what words to include in your description. You have a few keywords, you want to include all of those into the description organically. So instead of listing one keyword right after the other, what really works for me was making my descriptions a few paragraphs long and inserting the keyword where it made sense. And at the end of the day, for YouTube growth, you have to look at your numbers. You have to look at some of the important ones. Your click-through rate. If your click-through rate is really low, under 3%, and you should be trying to get at least 4%. But if it's under 3%, change the thumbnail, because that's going to be the biggest indicator of like how well your video does in click-through rate. Click-through rate is important, because why would YouTube show something if nobody clicks on it when they have billions of other videos to choose from? So it's not like YouTube is out of options. They will pick the videos that perform the best. They will pick the video that has the 5% click-through rate over your video, which has a 2% click-through rate. Another factor is how long can you keep people on the platform. Longer videos keep people on the platform longer, but if you're creating an hour-long video and you're only getting people to watch for 5 minutes, then that's not good either. So look at your retention rate stats. One of the things that I did was I dug into each video and I wanted to see what the graph looked like for my retention rate. And unsurprisingly, you see a big drop off at the end, because people know that's the end of the video. You also see a big drop off at the beginning, because people do the minute-long intro. That's why for my intro, I was like, what's up, Marc Guberti here, and that's pretty much all I do for the intro. There's a reason for that. It prevents people from scrolling past it, because it's like some people give all their credentials, like Marc Guberti, USA Today best-selling author, instructor, author, and they go into all these different things about themselves. But if you make a really long intro, that's going to really hurt your retention rate, and it's going to make the video less enjoyable. So look at your retention data, see where people are dropping off, invest in great audio, because that makes a big difference. This is the Blue Yeti microphone. For anyone who's interested, I actually will be throwing a link to it in the description for people who do want to take their audio to the next level. This is the mic that I use. But look at your retention rate. Look to see where people are leaving. So we have retention rate, we have the click-through rate, and then it's just a matter of looking at your growth. Are you seeing an upward surge in viewers, and why? Are you seeing a downward surge, and why? When I shifted from daily content to 3 videos a week, I did see a drop in views that was a little small. I did see a bigger drop in impressions, and that makes sense because when you create a video, it just surges naturally on day one. You get a ton of impressions on day one. So naturally, there's going to be fewer impressions, but this is a long-term strategy because this is going to be the more sustainable approach to going from 5K to 10K, which does include people like you hitting the subscribe button if you have not already and want more content like this. So we've talked about those numbers. The last thing I would say is look at your reach tab and see what keywords people are using to find you. So I see KDP is a big keyword for me. Dividend investing is actually a big keyword for me. I've only done a few videos on dividend investing, but I have a few dividend investing videos and a Fidelity fractional shares video that have actually both taken off and gotten over 1,000 views. And that's why I continue to create some videos like that on the channel, because those videos did very well. And it gives me an idea that I create some more videos on this area and the channel may grow even more. So definitely look to see how people are finding you and what your top videos are. So lately my top videos have been around books, like self-publishing, and YouTube. So that's why I create more videos just like those. I'm always listening to you guys. I'm always looking at the data, and that's what you have to do to take your YouTube channel to the next level. At the beginning, it's just spray as much content as you can. And as you get more refined, really getting specific about what type of content comes on your channel, that's going to help you get your first 5,000 YouTube subscribers. And we'll be coming out with more content to help you grow your YouTube channel and your overall platform. So definitely make sure you stick around and subscribe if you haven't already. Smash the like button. And I'd love to hear you guys in the comments. And I will see you guys in the next video.